I'm Justin Ratliff.
I'm Corey Blair.
And we are The Cinema.
And in this video, we're going to be covering everything Oscars. All of our opinions about the 85th Annual Academy Awards right now.
I mean, first off, what'd you think about Seth MacFarlane? What'd you think about the show?
Seth MacFarlane as a host, I loved him personally.
I liked it a lot.
But I guess I can understand why somebody wouldn't like him, because I guess you really got to be into that kind of humor.
It wasn't as family get-together-ish. I mean, there was talk of boobs and stuff like that, but still.
I can understand why people didn't like him, but overall I thought he did a great job.
I liked him a lot.
Some jokes were a little not as funny, but when he had a funny joke, he nailed it.
Definitely.
And what's wrong with you people being offended by a joke about Abraham Lincoln being shot in the head?
Come on, it's not too soon.
Good Lord, get over it. He got shot in the head. I love you, Abe, but I think you would even find that funny.
He would. He'd be laughing a little bit. I want to start off by saying Jennifer Lawrence wins Best Actress for Silver Linings Playbook. Yes.
We speculated before that we wanted her to win, but after all these award shows coming, Jennifer Lawrence started racking them up when we thought Jessica Chastain had it in the bag, but Jennifer Lawrence comes away with a big victory, tripped on the way up the stage. But
I mean, she just killed it with her speech, and then she's just such a funny, happy-go-lucky girl, and I mean, I couldn't be happier for her. I don't know who wouldn't be happy for her.
Yeah, who could not like Jennifer Lawrence? If you don't like Jennifer Lawrence, there's something wrong with you.
Wonderful.
Up here. And then
Christoph winning, great. I mean, his speech was awesome, and he's just as humble. Daniel Day-Lewis wins. Again, the same story, great speech.
Yeah, then what about just Joaquin Phoenix's reaction when they said his name? Like, Joaquin Phoenix, you are crazy.
He right after the scene played with him, he was just like...
It's like, well, that was the most disappointing.
That was awful.
Like, he was disappointed with his performance. Come on, Joaquin. One of the best performances of last year. And you're saying, I don't understand Joaquin Phoenix, but I love the man.
I love him, too.
Like, I don't know what's going on up here with Joaquin, but it doesn't matter because he's the man. For directing...
Biggest shocker of the night. I don't know. I know. Probably Ang Lee probably didn't even see it coming. Ang Lee wins Best Director for Life of Pi.
If there was a bag right here for Best Directing, you figured you'd pull out Steven Spielberg because you thought he had it in the bag. But
you thought he had it because, I mean, everyone else that was supposed to win wasn't there to compete against him. So you were like, Steven Spielberg has to win this. Then Life of Pi, Ang Lee.
Who saw that coming? Just.
And then you had everybody thinking, my goodness, Life of Pi has a shot at Best Picture now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking instantly. I'm like, man, is Life of Pi going to win Best Picture?
I thought it might. And then Argo still pulled through. I was happy. Ben Affleck gives an incredible speech. I mean, just...
Yeah, Ben Affleck.
How could you not love the guy?
Got screwed out of Best Director, but I guess made up for it right there.
He did. This was their apology.
Then we had Best Supporting Actress. Of course, everybody... That was... one of the more predictable ones. Anne Hathaway came away with it. And Anne Hathaway, good Lord, put those nipples away.
Those were a big topic that night.
Yeah, that was crazy. What was that, Anne? I'm still confused about what was happening there, but it's okay because you had a great performance in Les Mis. The only part I really enjoyed about the movie, honestly, was
I Dreamed a Dream.
You deserved that Oscar, and now you have it. And a little Oscar fun fact, the top 6 categories all went to different movies. What about that? Only the 3rd time I think it's happened in Academy Award history.
Speaking of 3rd times, there was a tie.
Oh, there was
only the 3rd time in Oscar history. Sound editing, and it was tied between Argo and Zero Dark 30. I wasn't aware of the previous 2 times. I didn't know that you could have a tie.
But there was a tie. Best Original Screenplay?
Yes.
Quentin Tarantino.
I mean, that's my man right there. You knew we should have got it. You didn't know if they would be kind enough to give it to him, but they did, thankfully. And he should have won it for Inglourious Basterds. He has won it before for Pulp Fiction. The dude is just... His writing style is unmatched. It's incredible the way he writes stories. Like Christoph said, I mean, he's a poet. The way that the guy can write out a story, out of a world of his own, it's incredible. Well-deserved. Can't wait to see his next film.
And you better believe no music's about to interrupt Quentin Tarantino from giving his speech.
Nuh-uh.
He's finished when he's finished. And speaking of the music, the Oscar for visual effects, there's a little controversy going on. Because the company that actually made Life of Pi, which won the award for that, Rhythm and Hues, went out of business, which is crazy to think because Life of Pi was a pretty successful movie.
It was great visual effects.
Apparently,
I mean, obviously it won the Oscar.
As soon as they were accepting the award and mentioned about how Rhythm and Hues was in trouble,
the Jaws music started
playing, and the mic was cut off, which was
and they switched cameras off of him immediately.
That was the only time all night that it was cut off like that too.
It was rude, and I didn't know anything about all this controversy, and so I mean I laughed because I thought that was pretty funny. That was a pretty cool way to get people off stage if they went over too long. And I understand that it's programming, it's airtime, and you have to save airtime, and everything needs to flow a lot easier. People can't ramble on, especially for lower categories. That's just really disrespectful for me now looking back at it, because whenever it first happened, I thought it was funny, and now looking back, that doesn't make any sense to me.
A little conspiracy going on there at the Oscars. What's going on with the visual effects? Apparently there's a lot of visual effects companies that are struggling right now, which kind of sucks. But I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're not very happy with the Oscars right now.
There were people protesting from visual effects at the Oscars, just going from one kind of depressing story to a kind of funny story. I don't know if you read about this. One of the producers of the animated short Paperman was actually kicked out of the Oscars for throwing...
Temporarily.
Yeah, temporarily kicked out for throwing paper airplanes, which...
With the kisses on there, which if you've seen the Paperman, you get it. And I think that's pretty cool.
I just thought it was a funny story to share with everybody, which we had the full details on cinemareviews.com, so go check that out. And then, let's not forget about Adele's performance of Skyfall. Which was one of the things I was looking for. Were all the James Bonds on the stage for that? Did they?
I didn't see any.
Now that I think, did that happen?
No.
That was like they built that up. I don't know if they were on the stage or not. If they were, they didn't do anything with it.
From Adele to Shirley Bassey, I mean, just great performances, and then especially Russell Crowe.
Oh my God, did Russell Crowe steal the show with his amazing vocal abilities? We saw him just played in Les Mis, but then he just comes out and just everybody's jaw drops that they got to experience it live and in person at the Oscars. An Oscar moment we will never forget, Russell. Thanks for that.
Y'all need to get off Russell Crowe's back. Y'all need to stop hating.
And then let's backtrack back to Adele, who won the Oscar for Original Song, which...
of course.
Was awesome because that song was awesome. Still listening to it all the time.
All the time. I feel like I'm James Bond. And then for some reason it had a theme this year, and it was musicals. They did some stuff from Chicago, Dreamgirls, then of course Les Mis, and I don't know, I just thought that was weird, random, didn't know what was happening.
That's fine, I guess it was.
I mean, it was fine. Yeah. I mean, I love Chicago and all, but I'm still bitter, I guess, that it beat out The Pianist.
He'll get over it one day.
Yeah.
There was also some talk about during the In Memoriam segment they do every year at the Oscars how there was a lot of, well, not a lot of names, but there were some names that...
they left off Andy Griffith.
Yeah, they left off Andy Griffith, and what's up with that?
What is up with that? That was crazy to me.
Maybe they really forgot, but that'd be kind of a big thing to overlook. Oscar people, Academy, whoever does that. The opening of the show was kind of unexpected.
It was funny and all with the whole William Shatner thing, but still, at the end of the day, I mean, it's really just taking up time from speeches. They should at least get like a solid 3-minute speech if they want it. This is a pretty big moment, so I mean, I think you should have time to enjoy it and say everything you want to say and thank everyone you want to thank.
I mean, I was okay with the opening segment, but it probably could have been cut down a little bit. They should have just played the flat sock puppet thing and they just went on with it. I'd have been okay with that. Just a little random funny thing. If anybody watched the red carpet stuff going on beforehand on TV Guide, did anybody see Hugh Wallace completely own that reporter that was questioning her?
Everybody. It was hilarious.
God, I really wish she would have won Best Actress.
That 9-year-old was eating people alive.
She's got a future, let me tell you.
I'm the man. I'm the man. Overall, it was a great Oscars. It's one of the best ones I've watched in a while.
It was an overall entertaining, good Oscars this year. That was our take on the Oscars this year. If you watched the show, what did you think? Did the right people win the awards in your opinion? Just anything about the Oscars.
How did you do on your Oscar ballot? Did you beat me? Yeah, I know you probably beat him.
Should we just make a video of him bragging about his Oscar ballot? Just to dedicate a whole video. Should we do it? Talk about it.
20 out of 24.
20 out of 24.
Only missed 4.
Only missed 4. Probably the world record right here, am I right?
No.
No, he's not that cocky.
Just a great wrap on 2012 in movies. Bring on the Oscars 2013. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, go to our website,
cinemareviews.com. Go check it out. And if you like these t-shirts, you want to own one, link in the info below.
I'm Justin Ratliff.
I'm Corey Blair.
And we are the Cinnamon.
And this video has been all of our opinions on the Oscars, everything that we thought about it, best directing, best picture, best actor, best actress, just all of those categories, just everything that we thought about it, and just what a show it was. I'm so glad that we watched it. It was one amazing